see that something was bothering you.
Ricky, who is centre ref for the bench for the teams?
For all of it, yeah.
Oh man, they thought it was skinny legs. So.
What is that? Why?
3 second long pause.
I know. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah. IPF standard. That's all right, man.
Apparently, it's like Duke only worse.
Yeah, but Duke falls asleep.
Well, that's it. At least he can like it. Duke's 83. Like he's allowed to fall asleep. So here, how's your training going?
Shoulder for the trainers there, so I had a really better.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to have fun there because I was going to train squats today.
Well, that's good.
Just overthinking shit.
As always.
Like everything now, like squatting, I'm like, what do you need him to forward? Let's remember this and this, like you did that, and I was like, fuck's sake, always something. And he was like something, yeah. He said, I'm looking back and don't give me and I actually fucking thought that. I knew that. You know what I mean? And I was like, how the fuck? Anyway.
And the longer you're out, the worse it gets.
Sunshine.
Why don't you do it? Look at Luke at the ball. It's not working. Okay, yep.
Smarter than others, he's not being lazy, he's not hiding, he's the ball left, come and move. Smarter than others, the ball left, he's lazy again.
And a few bonds here.
Or anybody who wants to be awesome and not volunteer on the line. Anybody wants to come and move the old ball left, come on, move. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, can we get some help, please, to move the ball left? Can we get some very strong, handsome, stunningly beautiful people to come and move the ball left? And to be there, we'll take solo.
Do you want a coffee or anything?
No, I've got a load of it here. I got artificial coffee.
It's about the second time around, Richie. What? It's about the second time around. So I'm just watching dance. How was that? Just your man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting the next press in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Get ready, teams. Right guys, 5 minutes for the next press is 5 minutes.
Yeah. Are you head
Two,
rep?
two, one, two, two.
Yeah, you're gonna go. Well, it's up to you. Head rep either goes there or there. It's up to you. There's the best one. It's shit like this. You can't see fuck off as well. When you're there, yeah, he did it. Vicky.
Right guys, we're getting ready for the bench. And 3 minutes, 3 minutes. This week's this, angle. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the booklet. Powerlifting doesn't get credit for being the smartest of all strength sports. It is reinvented an exercise that involves lying down. I call it lazy aim. None of us lifting stones and putting hot shit. Like, no, I know you like good in the middle. The laziest strength athletes out of them all. Weightlifters for men, no one smarter than powerlifters. We invented an exercise that involves you lying down. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start the bench press for the team division. The opening bench is 70 kilos by Joseph Muldoon.
Do you want to come in closer? Because you're on the live stream. You're live streaming this, aren't you?
Platform crew to the platform.
The power went over there. I lost everything on that.
Yeah.
I lost everything on that card from that last one. It's all good though. I got everything on handheld.
Yeah, as long as you have it.
Do you lose anything though?
No,
You're
this is
all live stream.
It's just charging it. It's not like.
Zoom back on.
I know what you mean.
Directly to it.
Zoom back in. Isn't that the back? No.
Right, we're ready to go. All referees, there's our referees. We've got two, we need one more. We need one more referee.
Karen, put the phone down.
Stop chatting about referees so we can get his top corner. Big sneeze. Sorry about that, madam. The lights are over already. Right, platform crew and the referees are now in position after being sneezed over. And we're about to see Joseph Muldoon start with 70 kilo bench. The bar is loaded. Come on. Kobe County man. Right. Into the corner bar. Opening at 90 kilograms, 200 pounds American, and the bench press. That is his opening bench, and it was a successful one. 3 white lights for Thomas. Okay, platform for 110 to bar from Aiden O'Loughlin.
Can you move it a bit?
This way.
Move it all.
I think they moved them the other way. They're not mine, so I'll ask her in a second.
And welcome back to the Ad Series live stream. We have the team bench going on here now. Aiden O'Loughlin in at 110 kilograms.
Are you actually going to talk like this for Can they actually hear us?
They can, yeah.
I am. I able to do it. I'll tell you to move it closer.
Okay, so that's a good lift from Aiden. Now you can hear us now. Welcome back to the live stream.
Ones and twos on the mic.
So for anyone a little bit left behind there, just want to confirm that Jake Brennan did squat 430, edging out his previous Irish squat record by about 10 kilos. Could be interesting when we get into the bench. What do you reckon?
But yes, 215 for his opener.
215 opener, finished up.
Jesse is quite ahead in points. Like he's looking at like 430 at the moment with his 2 openers on bench and deadlift.
I think
which is mental like.
I think Jake is looking at maybe a 230 plus bench, and I think Jesse's looking at anywhere from 220 to 230. So 2 of them both pretty close on bench. Okay, here we've Sean Duggan.
Just looking at Sean Duggan here now, gone with a 115 opener. I mean a 72.9 kilo and a 165 squat. The squats are looking good. He could be a dark horse to win this today.
Yeah, very solid competitor. There we have Dustin. Dustin finished up with a 205 squat. It's Dustin's first time competing in any kind of powerlifting meet, as it is with much of the teens. So we're hopefully looking at the new and upcoming stars for the future. There's a lot of very promising guys here. Seen Dustin hit this weight in training before, so this should be fairly comfortable for him.
Yeah, for sure. Smoked his squat.
Yeah, very unlucky with his third squat. Stood up pretty well with it, but just took a wobble. Pretty tough for any of these, a lot of these teen guys. Not many of them will compete in powerlifting clubs. Even the idea of taking commands to comp standard, all kind of new stuff. So it's good to see a lot of these guys performing under pressure.
Ah, yeah. Like, Jesus, if you're like 16 years old, you're doing a competition like this, like you're in a great place. Like,
man,
to be able to lift the weights that they're lifting at this age.
I was drinking flagons of Linden Village cider in a fucking GA stand when I was 16. So do you know what? Fair play to the boys.
Yeah, that's it. Turning up to the rugby matches absolutely out of my mind.
Yeah. Were you?
Yeah.
Is that right, lad? Do you know what?
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
That voice sounds really good. That Cork accent.
Right, we have Alex Elliott here. He is 130 on the bar.
78.1 with a 130 bench at 19 years of age. Phenomenal. And a very
new, very fast. Very fast.
Up next we have Dylan O'Brien, really solid lifter. Dylan's 101 kilos, finished up with a 265 squat at 18 years of age. I think has to be one of the strongest teenage squatters in Ireland at the moment. A real talent if he can keep things together. Bench for Dylan so far in his prep I think was a little bit iffy. He got pinned I think once or twice, so hopefully things go his way on bench today.
Yeah, he has the potential.
Really good opener there from Dylan.
Handy.
What's mad though, like if you're looking at if you were somebody that came away from powerlifting for like 5 years, like having a teen division at a non-federation meet is fucking bananas. Just think about it, because like when we started getting involved in powerlifting maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, there might be like 3 or 4 juniors at a meet, and now there's enough to fill a flight of teens. Most of the juniors, there's a ton of juniors in Division 2 and a bunch of juniors still in Division 1, so it just goes to show like what actually can happen in powerlifting.
Sure, Division 2 has what, like about 30 people in the male and female.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Insane, like.
Jack Heffernan here with a 145 bench, heaviest to the flight.
Yeah,
that's
a solid opener.
Big guy, 149 kilos, and good looking. Pretty solid opener there. I think Jack is out of a city gym. I think he's getting coached by Arben. That's a no lift.
2-1 the red lights.
Yeah, it looked like his bum came up off the bench, so
right, we're into our second round now. So Joseph Muldoon, 75 kilos.
So far on dots, with Dylan O'Brien just in lead position at the moment with 387 dots. Fairly dominant from Dylan so far. In second place then we've Alex Elliott with 374. So these are all preliminary at the moment. These guys still have their second and third benches to go. For anyone that's a bit new to powerlifting, the winner isn't done by the total amount of kilos you lift. It's done by an equation or a coefficient that takes the lifter's body weight and their total into account, and it gives them out a dots and that dots represents how far away from the average lifter they are. So it's a little bit complicated. There's statisticians that come up with all these things that are far outside the remit of my understanding, but that's kind of just for anyone that's new to the sport. That's a rough idea of how it works.
Definitely be a complex calculation.
Yeah, I think DOTS is a pretty new formula. Yeah, anybody that's kind of been involved in powerlifting a long time, there would have been the Schwartz formula and then the Wilks more recently, and now most are using DOTS. Okay, 3 red lights there for Fionn.
Yeah, so Fionn just missed his 90 kilo bench there.
I think the referees were telling him there was some downward movement on the bar.
Yeah, he let it sink into his chest.
Yeah. So,
he got the press command.
just for anybody at home, what that means is that all the lifts have to be done to a competition standard. So standard protocol for a bench is the bench has to come to a complete stop on your chest, and then you have to wait for a press command from the referee. Now what's very important is that you don't sink the bar once it gets onto your chest. It has to come to a complete stop.
And here is Jamie O'Brien.
There's our young Jamie.
97.5.
Young Jamie coming in at 17 years old, weighed in at 83.7 kilos. And abs faithful here. Solid second attempt there from Jamie, looked good. Yeah, 3 white lights.
Good man, Jamie.
Good man, Jamie. Jamie, one of our more enthusiastic guys here. Could be quite exciting to see him on his 3rd deadlift. Could be quite a spectacle for sports fans out there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, up next we have Thomas McCarthy. Thomas is 17. Sitting on a 490 total, Shane. This is to take him up to 500.
Oh yeah, very close to 500. Thomas McCarthy, 80.9. We have Dylan leading the charge. Alex coming just behind him, and then Dustin DePiro.
Okay, so 2 to 1. Just looked like he almost missed the rack command there. Looked like there was a little bit of movement at the top, perhaps. Yeah, go on, lad, Jordan.
And let Lawrence do the chatting there, go on.
Right. And then there was 2. Here. I don't have much box. Oh, sorry, 2 individual boxes. Right, Aidan O'Loughlin is up next, 120. Aidan only got 1 of his squat attempts, so he really has to make up for it on his bench and deadlift.
Looked like a fairly solid press there from Aidan. 3 white lights, good stuff. Big guy weighing in at 114.4 kilos.
Alright, Sean Duggan is coming out next for 122.
So Sean setting up with a pretty big arch there. So for anybody that's kind of looking at this kind of bench, and it might look a little bit strange maybe to the average gym goer, when we see this kind of bench, the lifter's trying to reduce their range of motion. So when they raise up, what's happening is they're really flexing across the thoracic and cervical area of their back, pushing up the chest, and it makes for a lesser range of motion, especially with a quite wide grip on the bench press. Up next we have Dustin DePiro. Dustin is taking 135.
Right, Dustin is up 135 on the bench. This will give him a 550 total alongside his opening deadlift. Wouldn't be too far off a 600 total for his first meet.
Yeah, first meet at 19 at 90 kilos, pretty fucking sick in fairness. Very solid bench there from Dustin. Push back, push back. Okay, what the referee said, 3 white lights, so
nice.
That was a pretty tough second attempt, so maybe
probably do 137.
For Dustin, I hope he's quite conservative with that third. The idea with powerlifting, for again anybody that knows powerlifting, they're going to be sick of me saying this, but for anybody maybe a bit newer to the sport, or maybe you're watching a friend or a loved one, the idea with powerlifting is to accumulate a total. So you should leave yourself somewhere on your first and second attempts to move on for the next. So you don't want your first or your second attempts to be maximal. You just want to be left with somewhere to go, really, don't you?
Yeah, you have your best chance if you make all 9 lifts. So you want to make sure that you're making as good a call each of them as possible, and your handler will do that for you. Take a bit of work off of you in the day.
Yeah, exactly, and I think it's good to see a lot of these young guys are putting in solid attempts, and they're leaving them, as I was saying earlier, leaving themselves with somewhere to go. It's just, as I was saying, just not maxing out on that first or second attempt and saving it for their third.
Yeah, that's a rookie's error to.
And it's fucking great, man, because no one's doing that. Like everyone seems to have a good grasp, and I think that's a real testament to how powerlifting has improved in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's very rare that you see somebody at these meets just have terrible attempts.
Going fucking hatchet, exactly, yeah. So 140 for Dylan O'Brien. Good stuff from Dylan.
Nice 140 bench.
Really nice to see that from Dylan. Dylan
is going to be not too far off getting himself a 400 dots. Get himself into Division 1.
Dylan, a really good lifter in his own right, regardless of age. 265's got 140 bench. Looks like he could maybe do 145, 147 and a half.
Oh yeah, for sure. 145.
145 is in, yeah.
And he has a 270 deadlift in him.
Yeah,
on a good day.
On a good day. Yeah. So here we have Jack Heffernan. Jack is an absolute unit of a fucking teenager. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. 149 kilos. So hopefully he can resurrect the issues he had with that first bench. Much more solid there now.
He has the power.
Yeah, three white lights, good stuff.
Right, into our third round of bench, and then we're on to the Pro-Am. So 77.5 on for Joseph Muldoon. Lightest lifter in the class at 57.9.
Am I reading that right?
His body weight, 57.9.
Is he 12?
Oh!
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, man. What the fuck? Alright, apparently we've a 12-year-old bench 77.5 kilos. That is sick.
Bench more than I did when I was in 6th year.
12? What is he? Fucking first year, 6th class? Man, I was in 6th class and I was 12. Like, fuck that.
And he's got 125 and he's going to get it. 4-5.
Man, I'm calling it now. This is a future goat. Press back. No, just lost it. So, looked like the bar just came out of line there, came a little bit forward.
Has a bright future. Once he doesn't get himself into fucking women and drinking.
As long as he doesn't get into the things, I suppose, that all those fun things the teenagers get themselves into. But
Like Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z and ketamine and all that fun stuff, I suppose. Okay, so up next we have Fionn Wharton, 90 kilos, missed it on his second, taking it again in his third.
15 years old. 15 years old.
Squatted 162 and a half at 15, very solid.
I think I was in maybe my first or second year of college by the time I could squat 160. So,
Yeah, it's very impressive.
you know,
Yeah.
not bad.
Okay, it looked like he just jumped the rack command there. So again, just to reiterate what I was saying earlier, you have to follow the referee's commands. So Fionn just moved the bar backwards there without following the referee's commands. Up next we have our own Jamie O'Brien. For all you sports entertainment fans out there, you're in for a treat. This guy is electric. He's electric.
Ready to rumble.
Weighing in at 83.7 kilos. 100 kilos for Jamie. This is a big PR.
This is to put the pressure on Lotta for tomorrow night.
Yeah. Jamie and Lotta have a fairly edgy battle, both on the cusp of that 100 kilo bench. Let's see what Jamie can do. No, unfortunately for Jamie, no 100 kilos today, but had a good battle with it. Still managed a 97.5 kilo bench. So up next we have Thomas McCarthy, 17 years old, 200 squat, 105 bench, very solid numbers. So Thomas is sitting on a very comfortable 500 kilo total.
Just over 80 kilos, asking for 105 to make it 3 benches out of 3.
The tunes are popping.
Yeah, in fairness to AJ Jenkinson at Hinge Master Flex, for all your DJ needs, he's playing some great music here today. Okay, good fight there.
21st, 16th, communions, you name it,
Yeah.
he does it.
Good fight there. 2-1, good lift.
Right, so next up we have Aidan O'Loughlin.
I think it's yeah. So Aidan's going 127 and a half. Okay, I don't know, shit's after hitting the fan here on the platform. I have no idea what's going on, and everyone else looks like they have no idea what's going on.
I think there could be a misload maybe.
Visible confusion. Okay, so let's not be so harsh on these guys. I mean, like, everyone here is a volunteer, nobody's a paid professional loader. Most of these guys have no formal education, large difficulty in counting, numerical skills, so let's give them a bit of credit, like. Okay, we still haven't figured this out. Okay, no one's thrown hands anyway, that's always a good start. Joe the Beard, the guy with the beard at the back.
Looks like he's having a conniption.
He's laying down the law. Okay, I think there was a slight mistake where Thomas McCarthy finished up and Sean Duggan never took his attempt. So up next we have Sean Duggan. Okay, a bit of a clerical error there, but easily rectified.
Sean Duggan.
Sean Duggan.
Eventually we have somebody performing a lift.
125 on the bar. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Just not there, unfortunately. Spotters take the bar and he's safe. So a real crucial element to any of these meets going well is competent spotters that are experienced around these kind of meets, these kind of heavy lifts. Really tight margins between taking a bar and somebody finishing a lift. So we have to have a real appreciation for the lads that are on the platform. Just making sure we don't fuck ourselves up, really. Like.
That's it.
Yeah.
Saving lives.
Safety first, yeah.
They're like a really jacked paramedic squad.
Yeah. Okay, so Karen Barry there, our side ref, just highlighting to the lifter that you're not allowed to have thumb loops on your wrist wraps around your thumb. So that is a rule in powerlifting, kind of consistent among all federations, really, isn't it? Yeah. It's more so a safety thing. I think there was a history of lifters breaking their thumb, so that rule was introduced. Up next, we've
It's quite a nuisance when you have them on very tight, though. It can be quite a nuisance when you have them on very tight, and you're there like.
Yeah, but you fairly small thumbs, in fairness, like.
Yeah, I know.
What length wraps do you use?
SPD.
What length?
Medium, I think.
Medium.
Yeah.
Taught that alright.
Maybe I need to do more thumb work.
More thumb work, lad. Yeah.
More thumb wars.
Thumb wars.
Alright, here we go. Dustin.
Dustin with a
welcome
big
to the
140 bench. Hopefully Dustin gets this now. It'd be nice for him to go 3 for 3 after missing that final squat. Okay. No, just not there, and the spotters take the bar. So again, his 135 looked pretty maximal, didn't leave himself with much place to go. Probably should have gone maybe 137.5, as Shane said there earlier. Maybe that 5 kilos is quite a jump.
Yeah, Dustin's getting kind of done with the old, kind of milestones in this meet, like, 220, 140, like they're kind of like nice little numbers to hit, like 5 gym plates, 3 gym plates.
No, I totally agree. I think, especially when you're new to powerlifting, I think 220 and 140 are those first kind of esoteric numbers,
Yeah, like 230 or like 210, it's just boring numbers.
Yeah. It's like nobody cares if you bench 170. It's like, or if you squat 170, it's like it's 180 or nothing.
Yeah.
Don't tell me otherwise. Okay, good bench there from Alex, 145. Alex is having a really solid performance. He's just second now to Dylan. Dylan's taken 145 here, and Dylan's taking this to consolidate his lead. Dylan's 140 was fairly comfortable, so I'd like to think he'll get this.
Yeah, and he gets the 2 reds, the green and the colour.
Yeah.
Another thing about powerlifting.
Yeah.
You may get up to 140 and get that number, but it doesn't look aesthetic on the bar unless you have to call it.
No, definitely for the gram it doesn't look as good.
Yeah, so you have to go up to that 5 kilo increment.
Okay, really solid there from Dylan. Looked okay to me. What did the referee say? 2 to 1. Good lift for Dylan. Dylan's now sitting on a 396 dots with still his deadlift to hit. So it looks like Dylan could.
The only judge to be red light and Dylan is Ricky.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like Dylan could hit that ever elusive 400 dots. Yeah, I don't know. Dylan and Ricky must have had a falling out there before they came in.
Inflammatory guy.
Yeah. He didn't make any memes of Ricky before he came out, or no? Okay, biggest bench of the flight so far. 152.5 here from Jack Heffernan. Okay, so the referees have just asked Jack to re-rack that and reset. Okay, pretty solid there. Let's see what the referee said. 2-1, no lift.
Very unfortunate for Jack.
Pretty unfortunate, because clearly the strength was there, just a mild technical issue. I think if anyone at home is looking at that, I think the original issue was that Jack didn't have his elbows fully extended at the start of the lift. So what the referees look for on the start of a squat and the start of a bench press is, on the start of a squat, for your knees to be locked out for you to get a start command, and the same in the bench. They want to see your elbows straight for you to get that start command.
And I suppose one thing to note is, again, like with the teen division, like a lot of these guys, it is their first ever powerlifting competition, so like they're bound to make like slight kind of errors with, like, you know, the kind of technical side of things, because, you know, like nerves on the day, you might like miss here a command, that kind of thing. So
big learning curve as well. Like, I mean,
it's only up from here, hopefully.
Yeah, all young guys, definitely. Okay, so now we are on to our pro-am males. Okay, so all the strong fuckers are going to be coming out now shortly, and we're going to see some crazy benches. Young Alex Crimmins is going to start us off. Alex is an incredible 66 kilo lifter, hailing from the Treaty County, Limerick. Alex is from In City Gym. He's a coach down there. He's also coaching another lifter here in the Pro-Am flight. I think he's also coaching Jesse, isn't he?
Sorry?
Alex is also coaching Jesse, isn't he?
He is indeed, yeah. A multi-talented man.
Yeah, Alex.
He's multitasking.
Alex is
and coaching one of the best.
Man, he's just an all-round great guy, really, isn't he? Yeah. What Alex makes up for, what Alex lacks in bodyweight, he makes up for in soundness.
Yeah, so some people say
he's a great guy
in two places at the one time, but Alex clearly can.
And he's also coaching Jesse. Jesse is going head to head with Jake. Kind of, it's been the big talking point of this meet. Who'll nab it?
Shots at the moment.
Yeah,
if he just gets his openings.
Yeah, so
for the next two lifts.
it's looking fairly spicy. Alex, I think, is looking for 10 times body weight total.
Yeah, in around
in
557 at the moment.
557, and Alex has an incredible deadlift as well. So we could be seeing anywhere from 260 to 275 from Alex on his third attempt, I think. So then we move down a little bit further down the list. So we're expecting at least 200 kilos from Garrett Small. Ben Crockwell, we're looking for a good 200 kilo bench. Colin Larkin Lynch also looking at a 200 kilo bench. Jesse going to be hitting well over 220. Jake Brennan in around 230 plus. Hopefully we see on his third.
Yeah, it's a big opener.
Big opener, 215.
But they've been moving well and training. Like the last week, looking at his bench, like it has been fine. So.
Yeah. So anybody watching from home there, just if you missed obviously you missed the live stream, but if you haven't seen it on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere,
what?
Can we get the referees back to the platform? I think we're ready to go, guys. Yeah, like Chunky's one of my better. So Alex squat 200 in the sleeve with a smile on his face. And now he's going to hit with 172.5 bench. Are we ready? Referees, are we ready? Referees? Polska. Ready? Just next. Right, let's go, balls ready. Next bench will be Eamon Raffle, Ian Grant, Stephen Madden, and Gerald Buckley. What a great job this little one's doing. The blue division, 200 kilo squat sleeves.
That's the only bad one.
Pretty much strong body weight to bench.
Right. So we have Alex here for his first bench, 117.5.
Very comfortable opener there from Alex. Alex is a really good technical lifter.
Few complaints about the language. We'll try.
We'll try and keep this PG, lads. Sorry, complaints. Yeah, I've a bit of a mouth in me there, so apologies. So up next we've Eamon Harford. Eamon's having just for anyone wondering, Eamon's having a bit of a dodgy shoulder issue. So he's, even despite his stellar performance there in the squat, he's had to take a 150 opener on bench. I think Eamon has done over 119 competition before. Should be very comfortable weight for this guy.
Gonna really have to make it up on his deadlift.
Okay, a little bit slow at lockout there from Eamon. Be interesting to see what he goes in his second. It's a pity to see because I mean he's such a great squat and a great deadlift. It's just unfortunate to see how his bench has gone. But look, I'm sure he'll put on a really impressive third attempt in his dead. So up next we have Ian Grant. For anybody who doesn't know, Ian is a former professional wrestler in another life. Trainer out of Flyfit. Just all around nice guy, in fairness, isn't he?
Yeah. The Rock went into film acting, Ian went into powerlifting.
Yeah,
so it either goes one of the two ways.
Yeah, I think
Ian picked the better choice.
I think Hollywood lost out on a really exciting actor, but we have him now anyway, I suppose, so it's not too bad. So Ian with a 160 bench. Okay, looks like 3 white lights there.
Yeah.
I think he would have liked that to move a little bit easier though.
A little slow.
Have seen Ian move 160 a lot easier in training before, so.
He was mentioned though he hasn't had the best prep. You know.
Yeah, these things happen, man, as well. I mean, like training doesn't happen in a vacuum. Some lifts can shoot up, other lifts can stagnate or even go backwards. I mean, we've all had it.
You had to isolate for 10 days because his roommate got COVID, so that was like 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
So, you know, having to do your beak in your sitting room is not the easiest thing ever.
Yeah. Up next with Keane Madden. Keane Madden, the incredibly jacked.
The size of his triceps.
Really solid opener there from Keane.
And see, a lot of the lads in the Pro-Am are not only strong, but they are also jacked.
Also have great physiques, and I think it's a real testament to the guys how they maintain such low levels of body fat and muscularity while being so strong. They really kind of changed the whole perception of powerlifting. If you were to look at there was a lot of talk about the Instagram weigh-in videos, particularly if you look at Colin Larkin Lynch, Garrett Small, Jur, Ben, all really big strong guys, but still maintaining good healthy levels of body fat.
So keep your eyes peeled for Av's bodybuilding series coming to a gym near you.
Up now we've Jur. Jur is a professor of memology, I believe, here in UCD. He also runs a successful small enterprise called Meme Sleeves for anybody at home that's unaware. There he likes to rile people up and get a nice good interesting conversation going about people's mishaps in powerlifting.
First name Jared, second name Hercules.
Exactly, yeah. So, for Liam, Keane squatted 302.5, which is a big PR for Keane.
302.
302.5. Yeah. Up next with Garrett Small, hailing from Galway. Really strong Galway contingent here today. We've Conor Larkin Lynch and Garrett Small. Garrett's an incredibly exciting lifter to watch. Really explosive, really strong. Very easy opener there from Garrett. Again, Garrett as well, very underrated in his technical ability. While he is very explosive, very strong, he's also a very technical lifter. Up next we have a behemoth of a man.
We have the brick.
We have Brick.
Put it on the bar, he'll lift it. No bother.
Brick is an enigma, I suppose, really, just an unknown in Irish powerlifting. Brick has actually taken a second place before at Ab Series, Abs Pro.
No, it's the last Ab Series competition.
Last Ab Series competition, Brick took second place, so let's see how today goes for him.
He's the type of lifter that gets stronger as the weight gets heavier.
Yeah, he
went from grinding out 220 on the deadlift to 290.
Yeah,
and it moved faster as the weight got heavier.
Very underrated lifter is our Brick. He made 180 move ridiculously easily there, so I think we could see a big bench out of him today. Real game day lifter. Up we've Nihad. Nihad, I believe, trains coming from Austria, but I think he's Bosnian. Had a really good, really comfortable 330 squat. I think he just missed his third. I've been watching his training on Instagram, and he's a pretty strong guy. I think he's getting trained by Abs at the moment. So let's see how this opener goes for him. Okay, pretty comfortable opener there. Again, yeah, superb. So Nihad again, pretty jacked guy, 134.7 kilos he weighed in at, and pretty low levels of body fat. So.
And now we have Colin coming out.
Up we've Colin. Colin was an incredible bodybuilder, even as recent as 3 or 4 years ago. NABA Junior Mr. Ireland, and I think he also. I think he won something else, but really good bodybuilder in his time. So Colin's taken 185 here as his opener, weighing in at 93 kilos as well.
Which is mental.
Incredible.
He's gearing up for a 500 dots, so that'd be really interesting to see. I'll place him in pretty much the top 10 in Ireland for males.
Very easy opener. Incredibly muscular, but still again very technical lifter.
3 right legs, 10 out of 10 for vascularity.
Yeah.
Symmetry. They may not be rounds.
Up next we have the beautiful Ben Crockwell.
Sodium King.
Ben had a 335 squat, so really good performance for him on squats. Ben is gunning for a well over 200 kilo bench today. Ben weighed in at 118.1 kilos, which is nearly 10 kilos less than his last comp. And he's looking to really push his dots, aiming for 500 dots. Really easy opener, incredibly easy opener there from Ben. Whoa. Yeah, that was something.
Right.
Okay.
We have the two favourites coming out next.
Yeah.
Messi on 532 dots. 20 dots. 20, more than 20 dots ahead than everybody else. Or than the next one, Jake.
So 207.5 here from Jesse. Could be interesting to see what both of these guys go on their third attempts. I mean, while everyone else is aiming to finish up on at least 200 kilos, I see Ben and Colin have put in 195 as their second, so could potentially be looking at a 202.5, 205 from them. Here with Jesse coming from City Gym. Jesse, a Tipperary man himself.
Up tip. Up. Can't say it.
Can't say that, no. Very easy opener there from Jesse. So Jake has actually lowered his opener to 210. So interesting there for anybody at home that wasn't aware of Jake. Jake's original opener was 215, so your opener doesn't have to be fixed. You can actually change your opener up until I think 2 minutes before you're about to lift. So hopefully he's not having any issues or anything's gone wrong behind.
I'd say just conserve a bit more energy. Like, I mean, there's no need to like open heavier than he has to.
No, totally agree.
You know, get your first one done and that's it. Push from there. Easy.
Very easy opener there from Jake. So that shaking that we see when a lot of lifters are unracking a weight is a thing called autogenic inhibition, and that shaking is caused by that really heavy weight in their hands. Sends a lot of signals down the body, and it sends out this shaking kind of shaking is almost like a safety mechanism to your brain, telling your brain that okay, we're holding something in our hands here or holding something in our back that could break us. And despite all that, they lifted anyway.
There you go, there's a physiology lesson for you at home.
Every day's school day. Here we have Alex Cremens, 125. Again, really good arch from Alex. Really technical bencher there, really good technique. Very comfortable second, leaving him plenty of room to maybe even go 130 for his.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see a 2 times body weight bench there from Alex. 155 here from Eamon. That 150 opener did look a little bit tough, unfortunately, so having to go conservative with his bench. Okay, again, just at lockout, just fast off the chest, just a lockout, looking a little bit tough, but again, 3 white lights, good lift for Eamon. That brings Eamon up to 450 dots.
Right, Ian is up next, so 165 on the bar for Ian. So after a tough enough opener, it's going to 5.
Okay, so it's looking like we've nearly 128 people watching this live stream now, so if you're listening and you're feel like popping into the chat box, just let us know where you're watching from. Always eager to hear about powerlifting fans and see how wide the audience is.
Anybody from Longford?
Longford doesn't exist. Okay, so a miss there from Ian. Okay, so it has been marked as a good lift there on open lifter, but there was actually a no lift, so that will be rectified. So up next for Mr. Keane Madden, we have a 172.5 bench.
We have confirmation, Lawrence, that Longford does not exist. We have more confirmation. No internet.
Yeah, lads. Yeah, exactly. Longford doesn't exist. No internet in Longford. Totally agree. It's weird that other people have heard of Longford. Right, let's go Keane. Okay, fairly comfortable second attempt there from Keane. Hopefully he gets the 3 whites. Yes, he does. So that's giving Keane room. I think maybe he might just edge that 2.5 kilos up, maybe even 5. Yeah, 175 third attempt there from Keane. Up next we have Jur, 177.5. I think Jur is aiming for around a 185 third attempt. So hopefully he smokes this. I've seen Jur hit this in training fairly comfortably, so should be no problem. Okay.
We have a Blackrock representing the South Dublin crew.
Oh, we've Oma.
Oma up in Northern Ireland.
Simon's looking to compete next year. Hopefully we see you down here, Simon. Very comfortable there from Jur. Good stuff. Definitely 7.5 kilos there left in the tank, so well capable of that 185.
Some of the female pro-am competitors watching as well.
So we've Anna and Lotta, best of luck tomorrow. Lotta's going in for that 100 kilo bench, and Anna coming in for the W. We're on Team Anna here, of course. Right, Garrett Small, 185. Should be no problem really for him. Seen Garrett hit this in training before. Oh, fellow Corkman. Up the boys.
Here we go. Let's go, Garrett.
Very comfortable from Garrett there again. Very strong bencher. So that wider grip.
White lights.
Reducing the range of motion. Now you might see a range of grip widths, just obviously depending on the lifter's preference, but that wider grip you will see quite common, especially among the lighter lifters. So Garrett's going 192.5 third.
192.5 for Garrett in the third. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Our brick here with a 190. Should be pretty comfortable for Brick. So Brick in comparison to Garrett there, quite a different style of benching, much narrower here from Brick, but still gets the job done. Really comfortable 190 there.
When you have triceps in the back of your arm like this,
it's more like a horseshoe really, isn't it?
It's like a beef tenderloin hanging off the back of your arm.
Be interesting to see what Brick puts in here as his third, potentially 200 kilos. 197.5 definitely. 195, so pretty comfortable still. I'd imagine that'll be for Brick. So up next we have Nihad. Very controlled ascent. Rocks it out. What do we get? 3 white lights. Good stuff.
Right, Colin Lynch is up next.
Colin Larkin Lynch, 195. Should be no problem. I saw Colin take 200 kilos for his last bench, and that was also a self-handout, which is...
Yeah, and he's only 14 points off the 500 dots, and like he should easily do that with the way he's a bench and deadlifter.
Yeah, Colin's a great deadlifter as well, great all-around lifter. Okay, let's see. Great bench there from Colin. Definitely looks like 200 kilos could be there for that third attempt. 3 white lights, good stuff. So Ben smoked his 187.5. 195 should be no problem.
Yeah, Ben's 195 the other day looks very smooth.
We have Emma McDermott watching from home. Emma is a phenomenal lifter as well. Emma's lifting in the ladies pro-am tomorrow.
sure to have a big pull tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Emma's competing in sleeves as well tomorrow, and her sleeve squad has been going great, so be exciting to see what she can do in sleeves. Colin Larkin's after putting in for that 203rd. Right, Ben, 195. Really easy second there. Great stuff. So Ben has yet to hit 200 kilos in an ab series comp, so this should be a great milestone for Ben to hit under such really intense conditions, I suppose. Like Ben is battling out here for third place, really, isn't he? Could be top three here again.
Yeah, like looking at him now on the screen. Between him and Colin, like it's very close.
It is very close, and Garrett. So we've Garrett sitting on 490.68, Ben is sitting on 490.79, and actually Colin Larkin Lynch sitting on 493. So our predictions were fairly alright, lad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
And there you go, Scott, you're banging the money, power to sodium.
Yeah. Right, let's go, Jesse. Solid bench there from Jesse, 215. What did the referees say? 3 white lights?
215 for Jesse.
Yeah, looks like.
That just continues to climb. Like, you know, he's solid on all his lifts.
Looks like maybe 217 and a half, 220 third from Jesse. Jake here going with 220.
We have Will Clark, Wicklow represent.
William Clark, another great lifter in his own right. Would love to see him in another ab series here in Raps.
Huge squat. And bench.
Yeah, just go all round good lifter. Kevin Quinn, I am lifting tomorrow. What time are we lifting tomorrow, Shane?
We are on about 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Right, let's go, Jake. Woo. Solid there from Jake.
220 for Jake.
Comfortable 220. Good lift.
A little bit of a struggle, but like
I think maybe 220.
Again, it's normal for a second attempt. Like.
Yeah. I think maybe 225 third. I think Jake was hoping for a little bit more, but
like you probably prefer to move like that in the second attempt because it moves too easy.
Absolutely.
Then like what type of jump are you gonna make to your third? Like your jump to your third is never gonna be as big as 1 and 2, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so into the final benches here.
Alex making a 30 kilo jump.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Is Alex taking his third with 155?
A 30 kilo jump.
I would have thought maybe 130.
Here, look. If it's there,
yeah. So Irish Fitness Fairy, I think anybody can enter any category really, to be honest. So long as you have a previous powerlifting total, you could enter any of the categories. Or you don't even need a previous powerlifting total. Sorry, you can just enter any category.
It's only for the Abs Pro that you need an invite.
Yeah, it's just for Abs Pro that you need an invite.
Open, so you don't need any kind of membership fee. You can just buy a ticket and show up on the day.
Exactly, yeah. So Hazel, we're projected looking at a 9:30 start in the morning. Okay, so up next we have Eamon with 157.
So, Alex, he didn't go for the 155 in the end.
yeah, that was yeah. I think that was more so a move just to take up some time for the other guys rather than just put in that he wasn't taking his third. So Alex is actually doing Worlds, I believe, in 6 or 7 weeks.
6 weeks, I think.
So I think for Alex, this is kind of a warm-up meet. He hasn't competed in quite a while, so I'd imagine that Alex will probably be quite conservative with a lot of his attempts.
No need to max them out.
Yeah, well, I think you need to give the people what they want to see. Jump on and let's see you here in Raps, even in November. Ian here at 165 again.
Ian is coming out now. Second attempt at this 165. He missed it on his second.
We're trying to get a mic sock up to us here because we've actually been using a deadlift sock for the last few minutes. So thanks to Mark Snell taking the change. So bear with us here. Okay, guys, sorry if there was a bit of background noise there while putting that on.
For actually the squats, we were using my sock.
Right? Yeah, we were using Shane's actual deadlift sock, so I got a nice mouthful of that there for the last.
That was on my foot.
Yeah,
and then I went over.
Yeah, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Yeah. Okay, so we've Keane Madden here at 175.
Let's go, Keane. 175. Go on, lock that elbow out, lock it out.
Really great fight there from Keane. What did the referees say? 3 white lights, great stuff.
Gave that everything he had. Unreal.
There once was a ship that put to sea, the name of the ship was a belly of tea. The wind blew up our bow, up down below my bully boy bow. Soon may the woman come, the friend of sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Next we have the rookie 182.
182.5 from Jar, hitting that ever elusive 400 freedom units. I think it's 405 freedom units, is it?
I think so, 405 pounds.
So for any of our American listeners or anybody accustomed to freedom units, you might let us know, please.
405 pounds.
Oh, really comfortable there from Jar. Excellent stuff.
I think everybody who's doing the bench today is absolutely
great stuff. So
is not in charge.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll be taking 185 in my third tomorrow. Just putting that out there publicly. While I'm miles behind Jora and everything else.
Right, we have Garage out next. Garage Bjug. Garrett Small.
That'd be Garage. Garode.
Garode, yes. Garode. Garode Bjug.
Right, 192.5 here from Garrett.
Yeah.
So this should be pretty comfortable for Garrett, really. I think he was hoping for around 200, so I think this is a fairly conservative third. Yeah, pretty solid
Yeah,
there.
Garrett just needs to go 9 for 9. Like, he needs to give himself the best chance. There's no point going for stuff that's not there. Like,
really solid there from Garrett.
Like in his last few meets, that has been what has like held him back from getting the kind of dots that you want. You know?
Exactly, yeah. With Garrett's just aiming for that 500 dots. So as Shane was saying, he's just leaving himself in the best position he can. Doesn't need to overcook himself here on bench. Just save himself for a big turn on deads, really, isn't it?
But he has a huge deadlift. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Right, here we've Nihad, 192.5, just inched the 2.5 kilos. That 190 looked pretty tough, so hopefully he can pull it out the bag here. That actually looked a lot easier than 190, didn't it, lad? Yeah, good lift. Yeah, lads, I can't agree more. The pound milestones are key for IG. 600 pound deadlift, 600 pound squat, 400 pound bench. That's all anyone really cares about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, bar is loaded for Brick, 195 in the bar. Let's go, Brick. It's weird people calling him Fionn. I just heard someone from the crowd there calling him Fionn. Really weird.
And the viewers at home, his nickname is Brick because he is a brick of a man, as opposed to Brick from Anchorman.
Some would say he's akin to a brick outhouse, Shane.
Ah, yeah.
Really solid there from Brick, 195. Good lift. Great lifting.
We're having a very good round of benches here with the Pro-Am male. We haven't really had any miss on the third attempts, which is, like, you know, probably the lift of the day, which most people will kind of miss on.
I think a lot of guys though are playing it safe with these third attempts just to try and build that total, man. A lot of guys here battling for that third spot, so nobody wants to be the one to miss a lift.
Here is Colin for a 200 bench. So he's definitely going to be looking to total over 800. I'm pretty sure he totaled 750 in the last meet he did.
In sleeves. In sleeves. Great lift there from Colin. And that pushes Colin into third place, just nips Garrett small. So 496, you're seeing how small these margins are. So Garrett's sitting on 495. Colin here is on 490. This 205 will push him into, I'm guessing, around a 494, 495 dots, maybe even more. So Ben could nip that third place spot with this bench. And Ben has had a great bench, or a great run of deadlifts as well so far. So Ben could be looking at a 360 third pull. So this will come down to the last pull for the lads. Like. Let's go, Ben. Big milestone here for Ben now. Oh, excellent. Oh my God, brilliant. Great stuff.
Oh, and he is literally like...
Yeah, he has just nipped...
0.28.
So anybody looking at this will see Colin's on 496.28. and Ben is on 496.56. This is neck and neck for third place, and just behind the two boys we've Garrett Small on 495.46. So Isaac, just dots is more of an up-to-date formula. So for anybody listening, the way these formulas are used are made, just kind of to the best of my knowledge. Anybody that's more aware of these, just correct me. But they take into account how far above the average lifter you are for your body weight. So let's say if the average total for your body weight is 600 kilos, the dots gives you a scoring based on how far away from the average you are for your body weight. Here we have Jesse with 220. Really comfortable there from Jesse. Hopefully he gets 3 white lights. Yes sir, 2 to 1. Yeah, Jesse's really dominating this now. Jesse's on a 539 dots. Jake here going for 227.5, third attempt. Jake sitting on a 5:14 dots.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, so the DOT system, sorry, just where I left off there, the DOTS is a more up-to-date system because as far as anyone's concerned,
It's a favour the heavier guys.
well, it favours the heavier lads, but it also takes into account the totals from maybe anywhere from 10, 12, 14 years ago when the system was created. So DOTS is a more up-to-date system, and DOTS was actually formulated by a German lifter. It was 2 years ago, and it's accounting for a lot of the newer raw standards that we see. So it kind of does maybe push a lot of the super heavyweight guys maybe out of contention in a lot of comps.
Yeah,
Yeah, so good lift there for Jake, 227.5. So yeah, as Downey said there, DOTS is a more accurate, but I would probably say a more up to date version of Wilks. So guys, we have a little bit of a break here.
It's very hard to find like any kind of formula that's going to make it completely even
Absolutely,
across the board.
yeah, absolutely.
Like when you're talking about like weight classes from like 66 kilos with guys, and then like as low as 47 with the girls, all the way up to like 84 plus to like super heavies. It's very hard to find anything that's going to have everything even, unless you were to literally just do a relative bodyweight score by simple division. But that would even be very difficult. Like if you look at the guys like Jake here today, he's squatting like 430 and stuff like that. Like it's around a triple bodyweight squat. Like under triple bodyweight squat, whereas like you'd have the likes of a lot of lads there who are squatting well over triple bodyweight. So
exactly, yeah.
It's kind of a hard one to say.
It is definitely. It's very tough to please everyone, I suppose. And there's that old adage of there's no Wilks in the jungle, as my friend Sean Hawk would always say. But also there's no knee wraps, no belts, no wrist wraps,
and there's no
barbells or plates in the jungle as well. So yeah, we gotta run with what we got. So lads, we're going to take a very small break here ourselves. So we'll be back to you in the coming minutes for deadlifts, team deadlifts up next.
Go get yourself a glass of wine, a cup of tea, espresso, whatever.
Beverage of choice, and we'll report back.
An orange brew.
Oh my god.
last chance. This is the last chance for you to purchase raffle tickets. This is the last chance. This is the last chance you to get raffle tickets, and you also get the bonus of Laura at the same time. You get to meet Laura as well when you buy a raffle ticket from her. She's the strongest girl I've ever met. Yes, she is, and she's got the most difficult second name to pronounce. And she's almost punched the shit out of me about 8 times for not pronouncing it properly. Always give a fucking name on. I'm like, I just call it Laura. Come on, I'll put it so far. It's a good Saturday, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with the bench press in 5 minutes. 5 minutes to deadlift. We'll start with the bench. We'll start with deadlifts in 5 minutes. That's the best part. Bench press a shake. Keep on deadlift there. Bloop, bloop.
What's happening, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting the deadlift in 3 minutes. Referees and platform Brooklyn. Joseph, when you're ready. Guys, the big star of teams is right now. Let's go, teams. Right. The ball is loading. Joseph, all good. Jimmy and Ryan, get ready. Right, folks, let's get right look opening at 145 to the deadlift. Whatever it is, 57 kilos. It's just not watching for effect. Not Alex. Come on.
Okay, sports fans, we are back. So, good lift there from Joseph Muldoon, first attempt. I'm riding solo here till my compadre Shane Story returns. Jamie O'Brien, first attempt, 160. So for anybody that doesn't know, we'll see two kind of deadlift styles here typically done. You'll have sumo, which is a much wider stance, where the lifter really pushes out their legs or their feet to the edges of the bar. And then we've conventional, which is a far more of a closer stance, and we see much more of a squatting pattern. So again, anybody that regularly does or knows powerlifting, apologies for the information there, but just have to accommodate to any of these fresh people, freshly introduced to the sport.
And we got some buffoon shoes on the podcast.
Okay, I just see a comment here from Niall. Niall thinks should be based on pound for pound body weight versus lifted. That's what relative strength is all about. What you can lift versus direct relation to what you weigh. Everything else is just smoke. So Niall, arguably, the fair argument against that in the sense that if we were to just take pound for pound, it would definitely massively favour the lighter lifters. If we were to take someone that weighs 100 kilos, that every 100 kilo lifter has to total 1,000 kilos. Yeah, so anybody weighing over
heavies would have to be deadlifting like 600 kilos.
Yeah, that's just not happening. Because we know as body weight goes up, it's not directly proportional to kilos on the bar. So I think maybe Dots is
taking into account like lean mass and stuff like that as well. Like, you know, there's very few lads who are in the super heavies who are complete muscle. Like, you know, like there is a lot of extra tissue there, so to speak. So the lads who are in the lighter classes, they could proportionally have more muscle mass. So then you have to throw that into the equation as well. Like,
totally. Okay, so up next we have Alex Elliott with 200 kilos. Very solid pull there at 78.1 kilos body weight, and he's 19, is one of our older lifters here today. When I say older, again, I just have to reiterate, this is the teen category, lads. Yeah, Kim Murray there popping in. Kim is actually a miniature human. She weighs around, I think, 27.5 kilos was her last meet, and
I think so.
Yeah, she's 4'4" or 4'5.5" or something like that. So Kim, yeah, definitely the Wilks favours Kim. So I think as a miniature person, she can ratify and confirm that. Okay, up next we have Jack Heffernan, 215. Okay, fairly solid opener there. Okay, again, just gonna go over this again for anybody that's fairly new to powerlifting. So, the only command you're gonna get as a lifter from the referees is a down command. So, what is required there? So, there's no start command. It's just a down command. Once you've fully lifted the bar up to your hips, with your lock knees and extended hips, and then you'll get a down command. Okay, Eamon Harford did bench. I think Eamon finished up with a 155 bench. I'll check that for you, Joey. Just leave it with me. Okay, great deadlift there from Thomas, 220. Solid opener. Okay, Dustin open here in 220. Should be no problem for him really. I've seen Dustin nail this weight in training. Dustin's a fairly strong teen training out of Wexford. I think he's first year shooting in IT Carlo. Very easy opener, very explosive.
Some bugle.
Yeah, strong guy. I think Dustin could maybe go 240 second even there based off that.
And now Dylan is moving into the
Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan is very close to getting the 400 dots, so I'll put him into the males division 1 for his next meet if he gets it. So that has a 400 to 440 dots range, and then after that you're into the pro-am.
Yeah, Claire just confirmed that there for anybody wondering. 155 bench for Eamon. Okay, Dylan O'Brien up here next to the 240 opener, heaviest of the teen flight. Should be no problem. Yeah, absolutely.
Standard lift for Dylan. Now Joseph Muldoon, 12 years old, 150 kilos on the bar.
That is phenomenal.
Crazy.
150 kilo deadlift at 12 years of age. Really impressive. So Chris, just wondering how the divisions work. So Division 2 is open to anybody. I'm just speaking for the male division here, because that's what I've competed in. This is my experience. So with Division 2 is for anybody with a below 400 dots. Division 1 is from 400 dots to 440 dots, and the Pro-Am division is 440 dots and above. So Joseph here with 150.
When I was 12, I don't even know if I could do push-ups.
I couldn't, I was crazy fat. Excellent deadlift there. 12 years of age, man, that is bonkers. And that's very, like, if he goes, looks like he could go 163rd there. So what's that, like, very close, 3 times body weight pull.
Once the old puberty kicks in.
Yeah, this guy's going places. But even at that young age, like having a really solid strength base, very young will stand to him in any sport he goes to. Like, so that their early sport specialization.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing. Like when I was playing sports when I was younger, there was like no like junior teams or doing strength training properly. Like it was just max effort attempts on bench 3 times a week.
Right, Jamie O'Brien here with 170 should be standard enough for him.
Fan favourite.
Looks solid to me. 3 white lights. Good stuff from Jamie. Fionn here, Fionn Wharton. 175 for Fionn. Fionn is 15. Yeah, absolutely, Crystal. It's a really solid foundation, and even if he doesn't power lift into his later teens or into his 20s, this strength base, like, I mean, there's most 15 or 16 year olds probably wouldn't be able to do much more. Another young guy. Yeah. Easy pull, no problem. Good stuff. 3 white lights. And even, man, from a self-efficacy point of view, like competing in something at a young age definitely stand to them in future endeavours. Mikey Kenny, good looking Mikey Kenny, absolutely delighted to hear that I'm your hero. Mikey Kenny, a great young coach there after coming out of IT Carlow. I think he's going studying exercise physiology in future years. If he's on about Larry King, the radio host, I'm going to be a little bit devastated, to be honest. I was hoping he was talking about me. Great pull there from Sean Duggan. 205 solid. I think he's being coached by our very own Jen Harrington.
So next up we have Aidan O'Loughlin coming out. 210 on the bar. He's really trying to play catch up after missing 2 of his squat attempts. Gets tight underneath the bar. Moved well. 3 white lights. Pretty handy. Right, we have Alex Elliott coming out next. So Alex is coming second at the moment. So he's behind Dylan with a 550 total at the moment. 384 dots. So now we're starting to get the 4 reds back on the bar. So Jack Heffernan is coming out to have a 500-pound deadlift to match his 500-pound squat. Last attempt moved pretty handily, so should be easily able to get this one.
Looked like a solid pull there from Jack. 227 and a half. Yeah. Should get to 3 white lights, yes he does.
500 pounds.
500 solid ass pounds. Okay, we've 235 here for Thomas, 235 for Dustin, and a very solid 260 there for Dylan. Okay, our MC here is singing along with Limp Bizkit. We can confirm there is no hot dog flavoured water here today, unfortunately, Shane.
Thankfully.
What do you mean thankfully, man? It's a gourmet, it's class. Highly recommend it, guys. If anyone here is into their food, boil a couple of hot dogs and some water and drink it over 3 to 5 days. Numerous health related benefits, I believe.
I believe it's a new Rain flavour. And Rain are sponsoring today's event, so
yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsors Rain for dropping in plenty of cans here to us of their sweet nectar. Very comfortable there from Dustin again. 235. Looks like 245 is there for his third. Hopefully he runs with it. So Scott, just to confirm, the hot dog flavoured water, quite low in sodium but very high in potassium, we believe. Hot dog flavoured water is anabolic. Not 100% sure if it meets WADA's 2021 testing criteria. Could be down, I think we're okay for 2021. Could be a banned substance in 2022 though, Dan.
Yeah, in a few pre-workouts back in the day there, and IPF flagged a few people first.
Yeah, so just keep an eye out for it. Dylan O'Brien 260 solid out. Good stuff there from Dylan. So Niall, does sumo focus more on the hips and glutes, conventional more lower back? So essentially when a lifter places their feet out so wide, you're absolutely right, it does place more of an emphasis on the hips and glutes, and conventional places far more emphasis, not so much on the lower back, but far more on the quads. There's a lot more knee angle at the knee and spinal erectors.
Yeah, and sumo will be more so. The adductors will be doing a lot more work there than, say for example, like the glutes. So the glutes will be more maximally exposed to tension on the conventional deadlift.
Yeah, exactly. Emma McDermott there, a fantastic sumo pillar. Sums all that up, sumo more quads. Yeah. Hopefully that answered the question there, Niall. So here we have Joseph Muldoon, 12 years of age, 157.5. Crazy stuff. Oh, phenomenal. This guy. Man, he's not even a teen, like 12 years of age. Did you have your confirmation when you were 12?
I think so.
Lunatic. Jesus. Fair play. Crazy stuff. We have J.O.B., Jamie O'Brien. Hopefully we see a really theatrical belt flick here on this third attempt. JB is an electrifying lifter, one of the most exciting lifters to watch in sports entertainment at the moment. Let's go, Jamie! Okay, he breaks the floor, gets it to his knees, and he locks it out. That should be a good lift from Jamie. Oh, and he does the belt flick, Shane. 3 white lights and a back double bicep just for good measure. What a guy. No, Kim, we can ratify and confirm that Joseph Muldoon is 12 years of age, apparently. So anybody looking at the bar there, just while Jay is giving it an old brush down, just getting excess chalk off the bar so it doesn't impair anyone's grip. Fionn Wharton here, 15 years old, 185 in the bar, standard. Crystal, I think with a quick Google of hot dog flavoured water and chocolate starfish, I think all will be revealed.
All the greats eat chocolate starfish.
Yeah. Yeah, Kim, I know.
Sounds like somebody has a Geiger meter on.
It's bad, isn't it? Yeah. Right, up next is Sean Duggan. 215 on the bar.
Opa. So Sean Duggan looking to get 215 here. Gets the old tongue out.
As a good left, Josh,
He gets it 2-1. So myself and Lawrence are on tomorrow at around 3:30, 4. So we're lifting at the same time as the female pro-am in Division 1. To answer Chris's question, I believe Eamon squatted 380. Very shaky on the way down, but no hassle to him on the way back up.
Okay, so Aidan O'Loughlin here with 220. Laps it out, gets the down command. Should be good. So, just again, for anybody who doesn't know, when a lifter gets a down command, it's a requirement that the lifter lowers the bar to the ground under control, so you can't drop the bar. Scott Dean, this is a hybrid, we like to call it.
It's an ab series meet.
It's an ab series meet. You have to witness it.
IBS competition.
Yeah.
Or you have to say, please, sir. Thank you, sir.
Solid pull there from Alex.
Serious belts.
220 goes to 391, 398 dots.
Oh, so close.
Oh man.
So close to the 400 dots.
Really should have gone for that.
Yeah.
Even 222 and a half would have pushed him there. But look, lives fight another day.
To be fair, you can't beat a bit of trance when you're doing deadlift.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Right, Jack Heffernan here, 240, great pull.
Scott, I would agree. I do like the band. However, they need to expand the playlist beyond Duality and Saint Anger by Metallica. If I hear those songs once more,
it's infuriating.
I think I might kill myself.
Yeah. That there, I think the Fire Lady, in fairness, does add an extra flair to the whole thing, but I do definitely think that the band can be a little bit repetitive almost. Not to diss anyone or upset anyone.
If you're playing a 10-hour set, you're sure
there's only so many songs there.
There's only so many songs I know.
Yeah.
What we play? Duality. These go down well. No shade to the band, of course.
No. 250 here for Dustin. Great to see Dustin get this 250 pull now. I know he was pretty disappointed after missing that 220 squat, so should be pretty comfortable for him.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Oh, very comfortable. Hold his balance, gets the down command. Hopefully he gets the 3 whites. Good lift, great stuff for Dustin. That actually moves Dustin into 3rd place.
Third place after missing 2.
Yeah.
Thomas Riccardi with 252 on the bar.
$252.5, phenomenal pull if he gets this. Gets to his knees, locks it out. What did the referee say? Great lift.
Right now we have Dylan going for 280. This will be a huge pull for Dylan.
Yeah, a very big pull for Dylan now, 280 if he gets this. I think he has done this in training before.
Has he?
Fairly close to it anyway. I think he's pulled 275 in training before.
Yeah,
so
he has.
I think this is doable.
And then after this we have the males pro-am, and it is
going to be a spectacle.
Coming down to the last deadlift for all places, really.
Alright, let's go, Dylan. Gets it to his knee. Little bit of a rotation. Pulls it, holds it. Gets the down command. That should be a good lift. Yes, it is. Great stuff from Dylan. Dylan gets a very solid 420 dots there.
421 dots for Dylan. Serious lifting. A great performance. One of his squats let him down a little bit, but
yeah, I still got his second 2 attempts. I think Dylan wins teens there. Very solid performance from Dylan.
So males pro-am, Alex is opening up with 240.
Yeah, Alex Crimmins. Just anybody unaware of Alex, Alex has pulled I think 270 or 275 in training.
270, yeah.
270, yeah. So at 64.6 kilos, if we see a 270 pull today, I think that'll be the heaviest raw pull by anyone in his weight class before. So that's a national record in its own right.
Could be on for a 4 times bodyweight pull.
Yeah, but again, just to reiterate, Alex is 6 weeks out from IPF Worlds, as a few other lifters are as well. So could see Alex go 240, 250, 260. Play it conservative. Might even
keep it in his pants.
Yeah. Hey now.
Take it out.
Hey now. Hey now. Don't want to be riling up any of these fine lifters with any of that PG-13 talk from you. Absolutely, lad. Yeah.
I left 2 for you. 2 of them are for you.
Star. Shane here is donating a Krispy Kreme glazed donut to his co-worker.
It's essential sports nutrition fuel.
I'm a cheap date, really, aren't I?
Yeah, we're fueling up for tomorrow.
Yeah, Shane and myself are competing in Division 1. Shane, a very understated lifter in his own right. Shane in contention tomorrow to take Division 1. Looking for 700 kilo total in sleeves. Shane should finish up and around 460 dots and secure his place in Pro-Am. If he goes 9 for 9, yeah, let's call a spade, but I think 440 should be very manageable for him. I've had a fairly hit and miss prep. Some things have gone good, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. So anybody that is watching us tomorrow, keep your expectations low, please. Man, these donuts are stunning.
It's literally like, this is what I imagine like heroin is like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Side effects is obesity.
Oh, I'd embrace it as well, you know that. Oh, so good. So we could see the Irish deadlift record being extended out here today. Eamon and Jesse have both Eamon, the current Irish deadlift record holder. previously set on a stiff bar here last November. So Jesse and Eamon will be gunning for that. So just to let you guys know at home, currently in first place we've Jesse on 539.5 points. In second place we've Jake on 518.2 points. So, and third place Shane is kind of a bit of a bottleneck there. So we currently have Ben and Garrett both sitting on 495 points. Garrett just nipping Ben. Garrett sitting on 495.46 points, and Ben is sitting on 495.12.
And now have had the internet go down.
Yeah.
We're seeing emails being sent.
Yeah, someone's after screwing with our screen here, lads. Sorry about that.
Corruption.
Yeah. Crystal, I hope you keep your expectations low, please, for the love of God. So, two comments there. Bob Kiley. Bob, one of the nicest guys involved in Irish powerlifting. Thanks for the positive words there about the commentary. And Dan, I can confirm I am absolutely fine with not having to wear leggings in my former workplace, but a lot of friends I still have working inside there. They're all good guys and girls. So anyway, just to finish, just to confirm, Jesse in first, Jake in second. Jesse in first with 539, Jake in second with 518. Third place, Garrett Small currently with 495.46. Up on your screen right now you should see Alex Cremens about to pull 240. Very comfortable there for Alex, no problems. Again, Alex really showing his technical proficiency there again, lad. Just making 240, like 240 at 65 kilos. Like, we really can't say enough about his deadlift. Like that is a phenomenal weight to be moving at that body weight. And he just made that look standard.
Disrespecting the weight.
Yeah, downright disrespecting. Yeah. Keane Madden here, 270, should be no problem.
Keen on all his openers for his squat and deadlift, opening 3 times body weight for both of them. So could see another 300 pull from him today. We have the boss in the house in the commentary. Big up, Jay.
Very comfortable there from Keane. 3 white lights.
It's showtime!
Yeah, a bit disappointed that the rock music came on there now all of a sudden. I was really enjoying the trance vibes, but I suppose you gotta run with what you get. You get what you get. Ian Grant here with 270.
As far as Gump would
no
say,
problem.
Life is a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You know what kind of playlist you're gonna get.
275 here for Fionn. So Brick sets up.
Solid lift by Brick.
Very comfortable there for Brick. Quite a fast lift for Brick, if anything.
Yeah.
He moved that bar at a velocity I don't think I've ever seen Brick move a bar deadlift at, so could see something big for here today from Brick.
He fast.
He fast. He real fast. He real fast.
So fast he makes other fast people look not fast.
Right, here we have Jerkules 275. No problem. Good stuff from Jar.
them a little at the bottom.
Garrett Small here with 285. Lads are just giving the bar a bit of a rub there. Just don't want any excess chalk on the bar. Here we've Garrett looking to consolidate his third place. Garrett here in pink socks because while we are here at a powerlifting meet, the whole idea has been to raise some money for Breast Cancer Ireland. I think we've well over €10,000 raised, and if any of you are still interested in donating, there is a link to the Abs Powerlifting link Instagram page, a link there. Very solid from Garrett there, 2-1. I think maybe he just slightly let go of the bar on the descending phase. And head referee here, Skinny Legs, or as he's known on the streets, Christoph, gave him the red light. So up next to Colin Larkin Lynch. Colin, Mr. Consistent. Very solid.
Feels like granite.
Yeah. Colin, probably more geological structure, geological formation than man. I was about to say geometric there. I was like, no, wrong one. Knee had here 300 kilos. Should be no issue.
I think that a few years ago, like 300 in a lot of weight classes would have been like world records.
Absolutely, yeah.
And now it's like openers for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show how the standards of powerlifting have changed. Like there's so many guys in this flight hitting really esoteric numbers. Like so many guys here up in that 300 kilos. Like, and even Jesse and Eamon open on 340. Incredible stuff. Here we've Jake with 300 kilos. Now Jake takes quite big jumps, so it's if anybody has at home is watching Jake who isn't kind of fully maybe doesn't follow him, see how easy Jake moves at 300 kilos. We could expect to see Jake go anywhere from 320 to 330 next, exactly, yeah.
One of the reasons he do that essentially is just to conserve energy, because like when you think like he did lift 430 on his third attempt on the squat, and it just gives him a bit of time. And like, you know, if you're a bigger guy and you can afford to take the bigger jumps, like, you know, you're going to save a lot of energy and make sure you get that 9 for 9.
Exactly, yeah. So up next we've Mr. Sodium, Ben Cockwell, Mr. Anti-Dadbot. Ben here, 317.5 kilos. Should be very standard for Ben. Like Ben pulled a very comfortable 350 in training.
Definitely looks like he has another 10, 15 kilos in him.
And Ben has made all of his thirds look pretty easy so far today, so this should be no problem. Again, very technical deadlift. Excellent. 3 white lights for Ben. Okay, so next two we have 340 for Jesse, 340 for Eamon. So as regards second attempts, Jake has put in 325, so quite a large jump there as we kind of predicted, and Ben is going 340 for his second deadlift, so we could see anywhere from 350 plus from Ben in his third.
Very exciting to see what Jesse pulls.
Yeah, Jesse Moran, great lifter to watch. very comfortable. It's incredible, man. Like just doing that at 108 kilos, Jesse weighed in it. Jesse, formerly a bodybuilder as well in his youth, quite a good bodybuilder as well. So up next we have Eamon with 340. Quite interesting there what's happened to the deadlift standings so far, or to the position. Garrett just ahead of Ben for third place by 0.3 of Dot's point. So Garrett sitting on 495.4, Ben sitting on 495.1. Eamon here with 340 now. Should be no problem for Eamon. Very easy. So as Kim said there, Jesse deadlifts beltless, but as some of you may know, there are powerlifting fans, a lot of sumo pullers actually tend to pull beltless. Yuri Belkin as well, one of the goats. Jamal Browner does wear a belt, but what you will notice with a lot of sumo pullers, they tend to qualitatively say that the belt doesn't allow them to get into as good a position. And sumo particularly requires the lifter to get into a very, very upright torso position. And the belt, some find, inhibit that. So next we have another sumo technician here, Alex Crimmins, 257.5 at 64.6. Mental. No problem there for Alex. Solid out. Gets the down command. 2-1 again. Lifters just letting go of the bar as it touches the floor. Skinny legs. Christoph here letting Alex know that he let go of the bar just on the floor. Lifter needs to control the bar all the way to the floor.
Keen up next for 290.
$290 here from Mr. Madden. Great stuff there from Keane, very solid pull. 3 white lights.
And enough lift there for Keane.
And that lift actually pushes Keane into contention. Keane is now sitting in third place. Keane sitting on 495.99. Okay, we have Ian Grant here with 290. Ian has pulled 300 kilos in competition before, looking to better that today. 290 for Ian should be fairly comfortable. Gets it off the floor, up his knees, locks it out, gets the down command. Looks like 3 white lights to me. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Keane will be very, very close to this 500 dots now.
Yeah, that 300 pull will
get it on a third.
Will nail it, yeah. I would try and put your belt a little bit higher, Niall, perhaps, or if you feel like there's a lot of belly underneath the belt, try and arrange yourself in a way to avoid that, or maybe just don't wear your belt is so tight. Here we go from Brick. 290. Yes, sir. 3 white lights. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, that song coming on means one thing and one thing only. Ger Buckley is headed for the bar. 295 is loaded. Shouldn't be an issue. Ger loves a good sea shanty. I don't even know if this is a sea shanty. That's just what it sounds like to me. Anybody that actually knows the song can correct me. Very comfortable there for Ger. So typically with a sumo deadlift, what you will see is that the bar is quite slow off the floor, and once the lifter gets to their knee, once their position is correct, the deadlift should be fair, or the lockout portion of the deadlift should be fairly comfortable, as demonstrated by Ger there. Colin Larkin Lynch up next. 300 kilos. If I'm right, I think this should push Colin comfortably into third place. Oh yes. Very solid. 3 white lights, and we are correct. Colin is sitting on 502 dots points, sitting comfortably in third place there.
Going to be a good few people breaking the 500 dots today.
Yeah, I think Garrett Small here could break that 500 dots barrier as well on this next pull. Okay, so it's a Viking song apparently here to Scott. And the Vikings are known as a seafaring people, so could one say that is a sea shanty regardless? Anyway, 302.5 here for Garrett, should be no issue. And what do the referees say? 3 white lights!
And that puts
Garrett over the 500 dots and firmly into third place on 506. This is all going to come down to the third pull. Okay, we've 322.5 here for Nihad. Bar is loaded. Old Nihad there, training out of Vienna, hailing from Bosnia. Neither hurling stronghold, Shane.
Huh? Neither hurling stronghold, yes.
No.
The Bosnian shillelaghs.
I'm assuming there could be a Bosnian hurling club there somewhere. Yeah.
There's Irish people everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Right, here we 325 for Jake. Again, should be comfortable for Jake. Should be no problem here. Absolutely. Very smooth. Jake moves 382.5. So Jake will be looking to maybe go 3-4-5 here and edge his own best by I'd imagine maybe 3-4-5, 350, and edge his own best totally. His previous best is as everyone knows 1,000 kilos. Okay, now we've Ben with 340. Ben, a phenomenal deadlifter in his own right. This will place Ben well over that 500 dots threshold as well. Oh, amazing. Incredibly easy pull. 3 white lights. And Ben goes to 508. So Ben Crockwell is currently sitting in third place.
It's going to come down to the wire for third place.
Here we have UFC Johnny Walker weighing in. Hey Johnny. Right, Jesse taking 360 here.
On a 5-5-1 dots at the moment.
Yeah.
And he has 2 attempts left.
Incredible. Could see Jesse get very close to 600 here. I'd imagine this will take Jesse quite close to 570 dots, if I'm right. Right, let's go Jesse. No problem. Gets the down command. 3 white lights. Jesse gets that 360. Eamon's going 377 and a half, I think, just edging out Jesse. Jesse's going 370 third. Jake is going a 362 and a half third. Ben is taking a 360 third.
Ladies and gentlemen of Dublin, here at Arts, would you please something to show the big Irishman some love and support as he attempts to break the biggest level ever and Irish history.
So Eamon is about to edge out his own Irish deadlift record here. Eamon's taking 377 and a half. This in theory should be no problem for Eamon. Yeah, nails it. Oh no, just falls backwards. Fast off the floor, looks like he just lost his balance, got a little dizzy there at the top. Really unfortunate.
Right, into our final round of deadlifts.
Yeah man, like even just to start off this flight, we've Alex Cremens taken 272 and a half kilos, which is bonkers, like crazy. Like what is this guy, like 64.6 kilos? Everyone's up on their feet. 600 pounds. That is a 4.2 times bodyweight deadlift. 4.2 times bodyweight deadlift. Everyone is up here on their feet. We've our fire breather here, breathing fire, Shane, I believe.
Yeah. Nice. Come on, Alex.
Could be about to witness sports entertainment history here. No, just not there today, unfortunately. Pity, man, would have been crazy to see.
Welcome on to 300 kilos for a lifetime personal best for Keane Madden.
Keane Madden, 300 kilos. This will push Keane over that 500 dots as well. Just for anybody at home as well, like this is the first meet that a crowd was able to attend, and the atmosphere here all day has been electric in fairness, and not just for the Pro-Am flight, for the ladies D1, D2, the crowd here all day has been brilliant.
Let's go, Keith!
Keane here should nail this 300. Big milestone for this guy again today. Very strong guy, very great guy as well. Love to see him pull this. Gets it off the floor, he locks it out, he holds it, he gets a down command. What did the referee say? It's a good lift. Incredible stuff from that young man today. Breaks the 500 dots.
Squat and deadlift. Incredible lifting from Keane today. Pretty sure that was 9 for 9 for Keane, was it?
That is 9 for 9 for Keane from Keane, yeah, I think.
Keane is a superb lifter.
Yeah.
He rarely misses a lift. Let's go in.
Here we have Ian Grant, 300 kilos. Gets to his knee, just not there today. Wasn't to be today for Ian, but
To be fair, right, that is Ian's first ever AB series that he's done, and he's done them all.
Yeah.
Where he hasn't performed at his best.
Yeah.
So he's PB'd every single one.
Yeah.
And he didn't, by his own admission, he mentioned to me, he didn't have the best prep.
Yeah.
And he still did.
Yeah.
Phenomenal,
These things happen, but
literally 17.5 kilo off his best total.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Still very solid performance. Here we have Brick, 300 kilos. Brick breaks it off the floor, he gets it to his knee, he locks it out, gets the down command. Looks like 3 white lights to me. Yes it is, 2 to 1, gets the lift.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 7 deadlifts left.
Did Fionn go down for there as well? I don't think he missed any lifts.
Yeah, I think Fionn went 9 for 9 as well. Had a pretty good day.
He's a real lifter, isn't he?
Absolutely, all that. And for a guy that was kind of saying his training wasn't going great there when I was talking
It
recently.
doesn't really matter for him though.
No. He just does it. He just does the thing.
Once you do it on the day, that's all that matters.
Exactly. So, Jor here on 305. I think this should be a competition PR for Jor.
Yeah, it'd be 2.5 kilo PR in the total.
Again, fairly unconventional music choice here, but that's our Jor.
It's very well.
Oh, nailed it. Woo! Gets the down command. Hopefully. Yes, he does. What a guy. PB total there for Jor. Was 9 for 9. What a day. Really happy for Jor. Had a fairly tough training block as regards his deadlift, so great to see him pull that out today. Colin Larkin Lynch here with a 310 pull. This will catapult Colin up to in around, I'd imagine, about a 511 dots. At 93 kilos, this is really phenomenal. We could see Colin hit a 800 kilo total here.
Colin up next. 310 the bar.
Gets it to his knees. And he locks it out.
Absolute machine.
Another technician. And Colin secures his 800 kilo total and 509 dots. So if Garrett pulls this, he could be edging out Colin for third place. Now Ben Crockwell still has to pull. Ben taking 360. So here we are, back to the trance vibes. Everyone here seems to be enjoying themselves. So again, just to reiterate, if Garrett gets this, he should take third place.
Solidified third place.
That is with Ben still to pull.
Ben, yeah. But take it for now.
Garrett breaks it off the floor, gets to his knee. Gets a down command. 3 white lights. And a nice gesture there from Garrett. Shakes hands with all the referees.
That's a PB total for Garrett.
Great PB total there for Garrett. Yeah. 514 dots.
Might be into third place. It depends how Ben does.
It's down to Ben Crockwell here for that final pull. So lots of Gopnik tunes here going at the moment.
Got some hard bass for the final.
Yeah, some nice hard bass. So Eamon Harford going for 377 and a half on his third, still trying to edge out his own deadlift record, but up now we have a Nihad with 340. Oh, Nihad just dropped it at his knees. Not what you want to see. Oh, came up so easy, just slipped. Oh, there's nothing more devastating.
Take it to the back to improve.
Right, up next we 360 for Ben Crockwell.
Reliving my 12-year-old days back with Limp Bizkit. The fucking Undertaker coming out playing
Yeah.
First ever CD I bought. My mother confiscated it from me very quickly.
Right, 360 here for Ben.
Let's go, Ben.
Oh, no problem. Very easy there for Ben. Ben gets 3 white lights. Let's see what that does to his dots. And Ben,
519, third place.
Ben sitting very comfortably at 519. Be very interesting to see what Ben does in the next abs meet.
That gets him 900 total.
He's just sitting on the heels of Jake, maybe just 12 points behind him. And Ben secures a 900 kilo total at 118 kilos bodyweight. Incredible.
And that last deadlift,
there's another 10 kilos there, absolutely. Great milestone there for Ben, delighted. Right, next up we have Jake Brendan, 362 and a half. So again, big jump there for Jake, but well capable of pulling this. So this is for Jake to hit a PR total. He breaks the ground, gets it to his knee. No, just misses a little bit of a hitch there as well when it hit his knee. These things happen. Maybe should have gone for a little bit more conservative. Strong off the floor, but he was going for
He's going for the win.
He was going for the win, exactly. Yeah, he was going for the win. Yeah,
You're competitor. Like, it's not necessarily about beating his total. It's about
and it just goes to show what people are going for.
what you need. You need it in sport.
Yeah. Right, here we have Jesse going for 370. Right, Jesse here for 370. Consolidating his lead. He breaks the floor, locks it out, gets a down command. Yes, sir. Never in doubt. 3 white lights.
557.
Yeah, it really was the Jesse Moran show today, wasn't it?
9 for 9.
Yeah.
Perfect day for him.
9:35 total. As predicted as well, I might add.
Yes. Yeah. Right, Eamon is coming back out.
Yeah, Eamon's back out for 377 and a half. Like to see Eamon.
Like the power is there.
Yeah. Like to see Eamon take this.
Like he's at it to 400, albeit like with traps.
Yeah. Eamon has done a number quite similar to this in training before, so I think once he gets his head straight, I'd like to think Eamon can do this. Final pull of the day. Right, everyone's up on their feet. Eamon sets up. He breaks the ground. No, just not there. I think Eamon's torn a bicep. Oh, not what you want to see, man. No.
Especially with the rotation.
Yeah. So, Shane, that is it from us. That concludes today's proceedings. So lads, thanks for listening in. I hope we weren't too much to listen to. Big shout out to Jeff Aaron for putting this together as always. Brand new mono, brand new competition rack, brand new plates, new equipment all the time being put into these meets, and above
A1 commentary.
A1 commentary, and above all else, it was a fundraiser for Breast Cancer Ireland, so there is still time to donate. Buy a t-shirt, buy a spectator ticket, even if you think you mightn't come, and all the proceeds are still going to go to Breast Cancer Ireland, so every little bit of support helps. So thanks for listening, guys, and this is me and Shane checking out.
Right, take your place, see you later.
the first prize, what's the first prize? Yellow 661 to yellow 665. Does anyone have those lucky tickets?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
Come forth, you slightly unimpressed man. The most unhappy winner of a raffle ever. How you doing? Right, next one. You want to look at one? Right, the next winner is pink, 16 to 20. Does anybody have a pink? Okay, you have the 60 quid and Summers vouchers.
There you go. Congratulations. Nice stay in a great house hotel.
Oh, he's got a one-night stay in a sexy hotel.
Whoop, whoop.
Next
You
one.
get free with a hot tub. Okay. €100 on a room voucher. How you doing?
I was looking the back for you.
Yeah, you wear those bollocks.
Grey, blue, what do you call that? White. Off-white, shut up. Off-white, 51 to 55. White, 51 to 55. What's that price?
Oh, yeah, no.
£100
On a room voucher.
all-in-one gift card. Do we have a winner? White, 51 to 55. No, stop trying to cheat, Specky.
It's gone. We're doing it. We're doing another one.
Do you know what? We'll just, if we don't get right away, we'll just do another one. Just keep going with tickets till we find the winner. Right, white 391 to 395. No, 391, darling. 391 to 395. These are all cheaters. Do you have Holland Jay's got that one, I think? Oh, for Christ's sake.
You're all fucking Jesse. You owe me €100.
Look at this guy with the fakes, man.
You owe me €100.
How many tickets did you buy?
Jesse just gave
391. Right. No one to fight. Next one. Bin that. Keep going till we find the winner.
Yellow.
Yellow 536 to 540. Do we have a winner? Yellow 536. You look like you've got every yellow ticket. Surely that. Do you have it? Oh, there you go. You got 100 quid. Vouchers. Right.
I tell you what shop I like, alright?
Right. 616 to 620 in white.
There we go.
And this gets you what was this one?
It's a €30 voucher for Lee products.
Three butters. Purchase.
Voucher, cheaper voucher.
Right. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
See, you did actually win eventually. Well done. See, cheaters do win. Right. What do you go? Is this the same price as two? Oh, now we've got pink 371, sorry, pink 371 to 375. Does anybody have the pink?
Aaron does.
Who's got it? Well, come over then, run faster. Oh, she's won. You have won at Rebutters. £30 Rebutters. She's accent's so thick. Yellow 826 to 830. Yellow 826 to 830. Who's won that? Anyone? Anyone? Does anyone have yellow 826 to 830?
Going once, going twice, gone.
Gone. Next one. You got it?
826.
Right. White 856 to 860. White 856 to 860.
Was that the yellow one, was it?
Does anybody have
He had the yellow one.
856?
The fella.
What you got, mate? What you got?
He had the yellow ticket, 826.
Have you got 826? Have you been drinking?
Let me see.
Have you been drinking?
No, 826. Yeah, okay, so no one has to wait one out.
Right, say start again. It's a quick fire. It's a lot of quick fire rounds. Right, pink 1 2 1 2 1 2 5.
Jay has them all.
Pink 1 2 1 2 1 2 5. Oh. Specky one and all.
Get yourself a nice old chipper.
What's that chipper?
It is the chipper.
I can't crack well on you.
Congratulations, son.
Thank you, lad. Thank you.
You're a winner.
Buy yourself some dinner.
Right, white 126 to 130. Oh. 126 to 130. Do you have it? You've just won a raffle. Smile slightly. Well done. You have won.
Yeah, but that's none of them are gonna suit her. They're all fucking. What the hamper?
Take something nice out there.
Do you want a hamper?
But they're all.
Congratulations. Well done.
They're all fucking.
Sorry, didn't know, man. I'm sorry. That's twice. That's twice. Can you stand here? So I can't put my hand in, right? Because I'm going to get my ass kicked. Right. Pink 171 to 175. Who has pink 171 to 175? No one. Right. Go on. Next one. White 476 to 480. White 476 to 480. Anyone? Oh. The man with the man bun. Coming forward. That was one of the platform crew, wasn't it?
No idea what I'm doing.
How you doing, brother? You have won. Show me your winning ticket. Well done.
Voucher for Mark for recovery session.
Right, how many have we got left?
I had to double check if there's like 4 or 5 left.
Right, white 6-1 to 6-5. Jay, that's got to be one of yours. White 6 to 1. Right. White 6-1 to 6-5. Oh yeah, did you get it? No, it was 6-1, 6-5. 6-1. Sorry, bro, sorry. Pink, sorry. Pink 431, 435. Pink 431, 435. No one, okay. Yellow 311, 315.
Jay, if you've got, is that voucher for tomorrow as well?
Which one?
The €1,000 one.
Yellow 306 to 310. 306 to 310. No. Okay. Moving forward.
Fucking tickets like.
White 556 to 560. White 556. Is that you? Have you just gone up to go somewhere?
Oh, he just got up.
Alright, cheers. You got very excited, didn't you? It's like, oh, someone's phoning me. Right, moving on, thank you. 561 to 565. No.
Okay, yellow. I'm going for a yellow, but I'm not looking, right? I got my fucking heads now, watch.
Yellow 731 to 735.
I do another yellow, right?
You got it? Oh, right.
I don't give
There's
out to
some
you
people
now.
with all these tickets in their pocket and they've won everything and they'll never fucking know. Right, yellow 581 to 585. 581. Has anyone got it? Right, next.
You got it?
One of you's got it? Yes. Did you not win already?
Okay, now
I did.
Double winner. Right, come on, I'm starving. Come on, walk with me here. Right, I'm walking to Right, you ready? Pink, 101 to 105. Right, come on, let's finish this up. Come on, let's keep going. I need to get my missus fed, and I'm not getting sent to yours.
That's unfair for a Friday more than 20 euro worth of stuff.
Again!
Yeah, I'll do the rest tomorrow.
You jammy bastard. He's got a shaker. Right, is that us? Can I get all lifters, please, to the platform? All lifters to the platform. Teams and forearm, please. All lifters to the platform now. Apart from
Where's one, Jack?
Killian! It's Killian still.
everyone, please, please, all lifters to the platform. Can we get all lifters to the platform? All lifters. Everyone, teams and pro division. Teams and pro division. Right guys, you ready? We're going to do the top three in both categories. You ready? Top three. In third place, and the teams was Thomas McCarthy. With 577.5 total. And second place, and the teams was Alex Elliott with 570 total. Alex got 498 or something watts. He almost get 400 watts. I think it was 398.7. He almost qualified to intermediate level. Unlucky. I thought pound for pound was brilliant. Right, okay, with 693 in the total, ladies and gentlemen, Belzol O'Brien. And ladies and gentlemen, a second round of applause because he's qualified for intermediate level. He's had over 400 dots. Well done. Just to double check the bench, wanting to see the teenagers win. You don't have to sign an over 18 agreement. There you go, well done, right. Okay guys, congratulations to the teams. And our final award today, so we can all go home, was the pro division. And third place with his first ever 900 total with an incredible 360 kilo deadlift. Show some love for Ben Crackwell. And second place, breaking the all-time Irish squat record. Made it 430 kilograms now. I'm sure he's got close to 1,000 coming. Second place with a 982.5 total. Show some love for Big Jake Brennan. So ladies and gentlemen, here it's Saturday at Abs, the winner of the pro division with an incredible 935 total at 108 body weight, 345 squat, 220 bench, and an absolutely unbelievable 370 kilo deadlift without a belt. Show some love for Jesse Moran. So Jesse Moran gets the win. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pro Division winner for Ab 7 was Jesse Murray. Right guys, we'll see you all back tomorrow for the Ladies Pro Division and everything else. Thank you so much, see you back here tomorrow.
I'm off, man. Ouch. It should be there now, actually. It's hard, actually, over the side. Yeah, because I think most got theirs, actually. It's going to be Ben Hunting. It's going to be fucking Ben Hunting. It's all about the tight fit. I'm like 2 or 3 days out. You get that. He says, like,